This is our neighbourhood. This is where Australia can make the biggest difference. And it's in our interests that the Pacific region be prosperous and peaceful. It's in our national interest to ensure that this region, the Pacific region, is stable and secure, and that we can focus on raising standards of living.
Thanks for joining us, Vishnu. Now, in the MOU, there is a focus on some quite specific areas, including financial inclusion and literacy, as well as financing for small business. Can you tell me why?
Yeah, because financial inclusion is very topical in the Pacific. 80% of the Pacific nationals have no access to banking. So it's important that we help bank the unbanked across all the Pacific countries. Of course, it varies from country to country. As you know, we have launched mobile phone banking, and which has been quite successful in the sense that we have done over 2.5 million transactions in 18 months. We have got 110,000 customers. 65 of them are new to bank customers. These are people who previously had no access to banking. So that's why financial literacy is very important. This follows what we started in 2010, the Pacific Money Minded program, which we have launched across the Pacific and also in other parts of the group, especially in Asia. We have 15,000 people who have gone through the program. We have trained over 300 facilitators across, and so it's great. It's still ongoing. So it's good to see the DFAT focusing on that particular aspect. They have been pretty helpful. They have helped us with $500,000 in Solomon Islands towards our mobile phone banking project, and they're just about to give us another $500,000 in PNG against the same project. So.
The opportunity for women is also quite a focus. Is this an area that's quite relevant in the Pacific?
Oh, absolutely, in the Pacific. Actually, you will be amazed to see how many women are involved in small businesses. And it's today's small business, which is tomorrow's medium, which will be the future conglomerate. So you've got to help these small businesses. And women also, particularly in the Pacific, you will find that a lot of them are actually the breadwinners for their families. And Pacific also believes in the extended family concept. It is not just your own family, it's the extended family, your cousins, that kind of stuff. That's the way the system works, So it's very, very important to support the women in developing their business. That's one. And also you need to link that to the mobile phone banking as well. In some families, the men just take the money off the women and they go and just bust the money up. And what mobile phone banking is now doing, help these women to go and save that money, put them in a bank account, save it for the future. So it's all interconnected. I think clearly we have got to, and I'm delighted that DFAT sees that also as an equally important element of the MOU.
The MOU also outlines the opportunity to do some joint financing of infrastructure. How do you see that developing?
Again, if you look at how Pacific is evolving, the real development is going to come from infrastructure development, whether roads, airports, ports, you name it. Infrastructure is one of our expertise. That's where we excel in, financing infrastructure building across the group's footprints. And in the Pacific, governments talk to governments. So clearly DFAT are going to come in contact with the other governments. They seek help from each other. It's not just DFAT, it's also bilateral agencies like ADB, World Bank, IFCs. So there is an opportunity for commercial institutions, financial institutions that get involved in the commercial financing. And it's not just financing, it's also providing expertise and all that. So it's an opportunity for us. We work hand in hand with DFAT to make these things happen.
What do you see the impact of this in the short to mid-term?
Impact of the MOU?
Yes, the impact of the MOU.
Well, we talked about it after the signing ceremony. We talked about mapping out a plan, so short to medium term plan as to how it shouldn't be just an agreement. We should put it into action now. Execution is key.
And that's what you see as ultimate success?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Phoebe.